Yeah, very disappointed in losing a very close game at Morehead State to open conference play. That's always a tough road trip. We didn't shoot the ball well in the first half and got behind, and then we stayed focused. We really did a nice job defensively in the first half, paying attention to the scouting report and our assignments, and was very pleased with that and the effort we gave on the backboards. And then, right at the end of the half, we call a timeout with about 2 seconds left and have to go the length of the court and run a home run play that we practiced and drew it up for them and executed it great. Natanya Jackson threw a great pass. Keyshawn and James hit a running three at the buzzer to end the first half and get us to within one. And I really thought from that carrying the momentum that we would play much better offensively in the second half. People would relax, and that kind of happened. We played better. We got the lead during the second half and kind of had control of the game with a couple of minutes to go. And then we couldn't make a free throw down the stretch, and you have to make free throws to win close ball games, especially on the road. And that's something we weren't able to do. I think we were 1 of 6 in our last 6 free throws. We hit 1. It was several different players, and that's just the way it goes. You have to make free throws in those situations, and we didn't come through and gave them an opportunity, and they seized it. They hit a 30-footer with 2 seconds to go in the game to win the ball game. And we had done a great job. Almisha Jones is one of the best players in the conference, returning first-team all-conference player, and she stepped up and made a huge shot for him. First shot she had made the entire game. I think we had held her to 6 points the whole game. First perimeter shot that was even close. And she knocked it down. And then we weren't able to get a shot off at the end of the game to win. So, it's kind of disappointing. You have a chance to steal a game on the road. We feel like all of our goals are still in front of us. Though, we basically feel like if we split on the road and take care of business at home, that we'll be right there in the hunt for a championship, and that's certainly still in front of us. Our goal of a winning season is still in front of us. A winning record in conference play, everything is still there for the taking, but, it hurts to lose an opportunity. We'll tinker with some things. We've got to do a better job of, if we're not going to make free throws late in games, which this is the third close game where we've struggled from the line late in games, we've got to make some adjustments and maybe go away from some things that we've always believed in, and just figure out a way to help get this team another possession or two where we can manufacture points late in games somehow. So, we're working on that. It's a work in progress. But the bottom line is somebody has to make free throws, and we win the basketball game. Yeah, out-rebounded by 12. I thought we gave an excellent effort on the glass. We have a positive rebound margin on the season now. Did a lot of nice things considering how poorly we shot the ball from the perimeter. But it comes down to free throws, makes or misses a lot of times, and we did a great job keeping them off the line. We got to the line and couldn't take advantage of it. So proud of the execution. We just got to do a better job stepping up and knocking down shots. So.
You didn't hit a lot of shots, but you had almost 50% margin of assists to made shots. That's something that's kind of been a theme lately as well.
Yeah, we're doing a good job sharing the basketball. We're getting the ball reversed for the most part. Early in the game against Morehead, the way they were playing defense, we had a lot of wide open looks quick in the shot clock, and we forced some quick shots. Other than Kiana Kirby, she should shoot it every time she's open. But she was 0 for 7 at the end of the first half. They were all good shots. They were all wide open. I just think she was hesitant to shoot at some because she was so open. But we've been sharing the ball, reversing it. We've been taking better care of the basketball, doing that. Very unselfish team right now from that standpoint, and we've been selling out on the glass. So I'm pleased with how everything's going. But even with that said, you out-rebound a team by 12, you basically win just about every statistical category. But you go 5 of 11 from the free throw line in the second half, including a couple of missed front ends of 1-and-1s. So you're talking about 8-9 points left on the board from the free throw line. Makes it difficult to win on the road. And we've got to get better at that. 5 or 6 games ago, we were at 74% from the line as a team, and sitting atop the conference, and feeling really good about how we were shooting free throws. And since then, we've had one good free throw shooting game. That was the Jacksonville game where we shot it well from everywhere. And the rest of them, just haven't shot it well. We're 25% from the line against Illinois. And that 15-foot free throw with nobody on you, you got all the time in the world. That's the same shot no matter what level basketball you're playing. One of our players should be able to go and play in the WNBA or NBA finals and shoot a free throw and make a free throw. It's the same shot. There's no defense. There's no, nothing is different. The thing you can't simulate in practice, though, is the true pressure of the game. So we've talked a little bit about fear of failure and, just relax and shoot the basketball. But, it's tough to win when you're not making free throws.
Can you maybe talk a little bit about Bianca? It seems like she's stepped up the last few games.
She's been spending a lot more time in the gym on her own and getting in during this break time when we don't have the hour restrictions. She's been in the gym a lot, getting extra shots up. And she's always been a player since she got here. She's going to get shots up. And she's been putting in the time and making shots, and that's helped her confidence overall in her game. She's a nuisance defender. She's not a great defender, but the one thing she does is she really is physical and understands how to use her body and positioning to play defense. And she draws a offensive foul, but she averages about 1.5 offensive fouls drawn per game. She's really done a nice job for us the last several ball games, and it comes down to her just taking the time to get in the gym extra and get shots up.
Now you go to TTU. They haven't had a great season so far.
No, they've struggled winning games, but man, their games are close, and you look at their numbers, and they're over 40% from the field. They don't shoot it that bad from the three-point line. They don't take a lot of them, but they shoot a good enough percentage. You have to respect it. They get to the free throw line. They're long. They're athletic. It's a tough gym to play in. You can look at their one-loss record and say, well, they haven't done a great job. They started out conference on the road. They go 0-2. We said before the year started, it's going to be any given night. Anybody in this league could beat anybody. We went into conference play. I believe 2 teams had winning records. One of those teams is 1-1. Jacksonville State is 1-1 in the conference now, and the other team is 0-2 in the conference. And both teams have played 2 games on the road. And that's the way it's going to be this season. What we have to do is really be focused, and we have to understand each one of these road games is a tremendous opportunity for us to get a leg up in the standings and, make sure that we're right there in position to make the tournament and compete for the championship. And I really believe all 12 teams have that chance as we move through conference. And, this is our start. It's our 3 longest road trips. It's our, we go to Moorhead, and that's a long trip. Now you go to Tech and then down to Jacksonville. So your first 3 games are on the road. If we can get that Tech game or, maybe get Jacksonville as well, then we'll be in great shape. We'll set ourselves up great for conference, for competing for a spot in the tournament and a championship. And if we don't, then we've just got to pick up those wins somewhere else. The league, that's one of the tough things early in conference play. You drop a couple of games and it's easy to hang your head. The league will not be decided until the final games. That last night, there's going to be a lot of changing of positions, especially this year in the women's side. It's going to be crazy how people get knocked off at home, and people, it's just going to be a very, very tight race, and some surprising things are going to happen along the way.